Hey, today we are back again. It is Friday. Finally, we are at the newest and latest format, Stride. Today we're here with Antonio again, and it's just me and him. Kyle is unfortunately out today as well. If you noticed in yesterday's video, he wasn't there. But that's okay. He will be here in further videos if you guys like him. If not, that's kind of too bad. Alright, so let's get down to it. So, Stride. Newest format, it's introduced in the G era of the anime. This is now the second, technically, what I call the second series. Because we no longer have that crybaby Aichi, and now we have the calm, cool, and collected Chrono. Okay, so...
Who is not a bitch and a fence.
Exactly. So, as you can see, we have, yet again, our field setup, our damage, our drop, our hand, and our G area is now the G zone. This is the G zone. This is where it's kind of like your extra deck for Yu-Gi-Oh, except it also serves a purpose. So, first things first, we're going to show how to stride, then we're going to show you what the G break is, then we're going to show you G assist. It's 3 points. Stride format's pretty easy to learn. It's just something new. Okay, so first we're going to stride, and I'm going to use Mighty Bolt Dragoon's ability. I believe every clan that's going to have a stride unit...
Wait, you forgot. Stride is just like Legion, to where both you and your opponent must be at grade 3 or greater.
Exactly. Remember that now. You cannot stride unless your opponent is also at a grade 3. So if you go first, no stride. No stride for you. If you go second, it's stride. Alright.
Why no stride for Jews? Why no stride for Jews? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
There's that facepalm. Okay, so now we're going to stride. Now, to stride, you need to discard cards that total level add up to 3. So it's kind of like ritual summoning if you remember that from Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's just easier. So, you're going to be looking at what I'm trying to discard for my stride. It's like, why are you doing that? That's a grade 1. Well, Mighty Bolt Dragon is one of many cards that I'm pretty sure are going to be spread out through every clan that has the ability in hand. When you would pay the cost of stride, this card gets grade +2. So if I'm discarding it for striding, it's actually a grade 3. Love that ability. So let's discard it. Let's open that extra deck. And let's stride into Conquest Dragon. Now, you're going to be looking here, and you're going to see that one face-up card. At the end of your turn, your stride unit goes back into your G zone face-up. So it's kind of like Limit Break, where you have the 4 damage. That is G Break. So right now, that means you're at 2 G Break. On top of that, if you have 1 face-up in your G zone, and you have 1 on your Vanguard Circle, that is also G Break 2.
Oh.
Alright, so...
Here's another thing you forgot to actually consider, that depending on the number of grade your Vanguard is, you discard that many number of grades in your hand to the total grade. So if you had a grade 3 Vanguard, you discard a grade 2 and a 1. Or, like the card that he discarded, that +2 itself, you discard it for stride, it becomes a 3. Or discard a grade 3 if your Vanguard's grade 3.
Or discard 1 grade 3s. 3 grade 1s.
Yeah, that too. Or if you're a grade 4, like Sylvester or Kagaro's,
Novell.
What the hell? Novell, you discard a grade 3 and a 1, 2 grade 2s, 4 grade 1s, yeah, whatever.
You get the picture. Okay, so now we are at grade 4. So we're going to focus on not exactly this unit, but the stride units in general. So one of their unique characteristics is, excuse me, is you're going to notice right up here in their ability slot. That is weird. That looks new. That's because they have the unique ability of triple drive check. And before, if you watch the Legion format, if you pay attention to it, they had, I believe it was Dimensional Police Great Dai Kaiser, who had an ability, not like in the slot, he just had an ability that gave him an extra trigger. Yeah, it gave him that ability. But no, stride units or grade 4s Yeah, let's call them stride units, so they don't get confused with the Novell and the Great Nature one.
Celeste.
Yeah. These guys have the triple drive, so that's one. Now, to really go over a lot of, also another unique characteristic that a lot of stride units have is the ability to flip. Okay, so we're gonna, to better explain this, so I'm not mumbling and staggering and whatever, I'm going to show you his ability. Conquest Dragon's ability states, choose a face-down card named Supreme Conquest Dragon from your G-Zone and turn it face up. So that puts you at G-Break 3. A lot of cards are going to have a similar cost. I know Nova Grapplers has a similar cost, and I also...
All clans will get one like that.
Yeah. So it's going to be so generic, like the Falons of every clan that have, if you have a so-and-so Vanguard, you get the extra 3k, or
12 attackers.
The Sagramores, who get an extra, I think, 3k or 2k for every if they counterblast one, and you have the whatever Vanguard. But yeah, he's going to be basically generic to every clan. The only difference is going to be the ability. So
well, not him like generic, like all the persona flips of the stride card.
Persona flips. I like that. I'm gonna call it that. Persona flips. All right, so that's going to be generic through every clan. Now, okay, so the rest of his ability states, if the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 2 or more, it is now. Choose one rear guard in your opponent's front row and retire it. Until end of turn, all units in your front row get power plus 5,000 for each open rear guard in your opponent's front row. So potentially this could be plus 10,000. It is a fantastic ability, especially when coupled with, hold on, let me go to end phase so you can really see him, with Dragonic Vanquisher. Now, I believe he's also going to be his Auto V G-Break 2 is going to be very generic through every clan, but it states it's only active if you have 2 or more face-up G units in total on your V or G zone. So, when my opponent's rear guard is put into the drop zone due to an effect from one of your cards, this unit gets plus 3k and a critical at the end of turn, until end of turn.
Vanguard Circle or G zone, because you say V or G zone, I'm going to be confused and saying, what the hell is a V zone?
Well, you'll learn that when you're older. Okay, so he also has the G-Break ride. In essence, that's Counterblast 1 during your turn when your G unit strides. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose one rear guard in your opponent's front row, retire it, and bind that card face up. That is a fantastic ability if your opponent has 2 in that front row. You Counterblast that one, you stride into Conquest, you flip another, you discard the other one, and you're next thing you know, you're sitting at some really beefy rear guards. Now, I'm going to let Antonio explain the whole G-Break 2 issue that he has seen a lot of people do.
If you guys were to think that if you have a Generation Break 2, say you have 2 face-up G units in the... Or you have one face-up G unit in your G zone, then you stride over to get your G-Break 2. The G-Break 2 in your Vanguard, yes, it's going off, but at the moment you just strode over a unit on the Vanguard circle, so that skill does not exist. The stride unit that's on the Vanguard circle only takes the name and base power that's printed on the card on the Vanguard circle only. It does not take skills, so basically that G-Break 2 skill will not activate. It does not exist at all.
Exactly. Now, we're going to show off these guys. Your rear guards also get that whole G-Break thing. So, Voltage Road Dragon has G-Break 1. Voltage Road is my favorite. I just want to point that out. It's G-Break 1. If you have that one face up in the G-Zone, you can activate the ability and pay the cost. So, Counterblast 1, this unit attacks a Vanguard. If the unit is boosted, you may pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses one of his or her rear guards, retires it, and binds that card face up. I love this ability, especially when I pair it off with the new stand trigger for the Narukami. It's G-Break 1, put this unit at the top of your deck. When your opponent rear guard is put into the drop zone due to an effect from one of your cards, shuffle your deck and draw a card. And choose a card from your damage zone and turn it face up. That ability is so amazingly useful.
Especially with the Vermilion one.
Oh, heck yeah. It just makes everything so much easier for the Narukami. Now, I know Narukami are exactly really relevant right now in Vanguard G in the anime, just because I think they were only seen twice, and specifically they were shown with Eradicators. So, for all you Eradicator players out there, congratulations, you're getting some support.
Take a few cards. Don't make it big. Don't make it too big.
That's not gonna make the biggest
difference.
difference.
The other guy didn't use Eradicator though. The big guy, the CEO and Dragon Empire, he used what you're using right now.
Yeah, he used what I'm using. I'm talking about one of the other the Eradicator guy, who is one of my favorite characters, along with the guy who says Amigo.
I don't remember. He's probably not important. Terrible.
Both of them are amazing. Okay, so that's done. The last thing that we really gotta discuss. Oh, hold on, I'm not done yet. There's also the new Perfect cards. They are both amazing and can suck. Yeah, let's just say
what I just explained to him recently.
Yes. So the reason why I say they're amazing, one, is if you have a copy of them in your drop zone, you get to unflip a damage if you're using it to guard. The problem is, though, you can only use it to guard your Vanguard. It cannot guard your rear guards.
So basically, if you were to say this, if you're up against Dote X, which is Legion with Dote, and you're also fighting Dimension Police, which has a Laura on the board, you're basically saying, I can't guard my rear guards with this one Perfect card. My opponent's going to get a free restand fudge. So that's basically what you're up against at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep, that's it. I mean, I like them, but if you're gonna run a deck, I would say probably run maybe 2 of these. I mean, if you want to be bold, run 4. Be bold.
If you want to run 2 of those, then you might as well never run them. You better run 3 and then 1 normal.
Yeah, I think that would probably be a better idea. Okay, that's it for this part. Now we're gonna show off G Assist.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go. I was gonna say you forgot about G Assist, but no.
No. Okay. So we're gonna back this up a bit and ride you.
I want you to ride me, senpai.
Stop. No. Bad. Okay, so shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, it is my turn. My hand has no grade 3s. So one of the most amazing things that the G era has introduced is a way to no longer be grade stuck, or at least something that helps. So, to G assist, you have to show your hand. So let's put the hand in the Guardian circle. Now in regular, in a locals match, or if you're playing through Skype or whatever, if you're playing with your friend, you just turn your hand around so they can see. If you're playing in Cardfight area, putting in the guard circle is kind of what you got to do, since there's no real button to click to show your hand. So I have now shown my cards in my hand. So now I look at the top 5 cards of my deck for a grade 3 unit, and lo and behold, I have 3 choices. So I'm going to pick Vanquisher because he is amazing. Now the rest of the cards that I had seen, go back to my deck. I'm gonna shuffle real quick, and now I pick 2 cards from my hand to remove from game, as well as 2 cards from my extra deck or G zone. So I'm gonna get rid of you. I'm gonna get rid of you because I kind of need the rest of the cards. And,
wait a minute, did you banish those from the deck?
From hand.
Oh no, from your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now for my G zone, I'm gonna banish you, and I'm gonna banish you. Typically, I'm just banishing those 2 just to show, but that is how you G-assist. I think it's a pretty damn good mechanic, if I do say so myself. It helps
It
incredibly.
makes a lot of people happy because like people are like, oh cool, I hate stride, but then again, it helps me get G-assist off, so I can use G-assist.
Pretty much. Now, there's going to be another question. What if you don't get that the unit you need to ride? So say I had when I looked at the top 5 cards in my deck, I only got grade 2s and 1s and 0s. Well, you put those back to your deck,
and nothing happens.
pretty much, and you get your hand back. So basically, you just showed off your hand to your opponent. And where you're just sitting there thinking, fudge.
No, they know everything in my hand, and they're gonna whoop me because they know what's gonna happen. They know what I'm gonna guard with, blah 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 blah.
Pretty much. So so when you G-assist, you gotta be careful and just pray to God. Pray to whoever you believe in. God, Arceus. I'm gonna pray to Arceus.
Banana.
He prays to the banana. But I think that covers it for the stride format. Antonio, you got anything to put in?
Oh, break rides. If you were to break ride right now, say you had a break ride unit on your Vanguard circle, then you broke road any other grade 3, and then you had a grade 3 surprisingly still anyways to stride with. If you strode and you just had the break ride power and abilities added onto the Vanguard, besides like spread abilities like Mordred, who would counter less 1 Superior Call Shadow and give it 5,000, or Gancelot, the spread power to 5,000 units on rearguard, those are okay, but the gaining 10,000 power and additional skills, like if you were to get one from Daikaiser and you strode over, you would lose the break shield skill and 10,000 power skill, or like if another reference, Ashley, who would give you 10,000 critical, you will lose a 10,000 critical when you stride over.
Exactly, so I think that covers it for today. Unless there's anything that we might have missed.
Nope, that's basically it.
Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed. Today is the last day of our How to Play Vanguard, of us teaching you all the through every format. If you guys like what we did, please like, subscribe, comment, the whole 9 yards. Antonio here, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, is also doing a similar series of videos, but it's how to play Vanguard through the sets. So he's going to go through each format and each set that was released in each format.
Do be warned, it's all over the place, and it's very freaking long. So
yeah, he goes through a very more detailed and scattered version of it, where we tried to do a quick and easy version so that you guys can just watch it. It's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I know how to play now. But other than that, I think that's...
If you guys are on the North American Vanguard page or Vanguardians page, I've been posting little tiny videos of just little rulings and stuff, little fun videos that I've so far actually been getting good reviews, people wanting more videos like that, so I might be doing that, uploading those little shorts onto YouTube soon.
I'm pushing him to do it. I love the videos. I loved his Daikaiser video with the Power Rangers. That was hilarious.
I mean, if you didn't know that the Dimension Police stuff with the Power Rangers things has been overdone like a few other times, but still.
I know.
It's funny to do anyways.
Alright.
Funny to do.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. And we will see you guys next week. We're going to be doing some more videos. And stay tuned for Saturday. We're going to do just a little mini video of what we might have missed. So Persona Blast and a couple other things like that will be up. I hope you guys enjoyed and have an awesome day.